Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about the perfect place to start. I know a lot of us are just waiting for that perfect moment in our lives when we are going to start something, when we're going to start working out, when we're going to start a diet or a certain nutrition habit, when we're going to start taking care of ourselves more, when we're going to start cleaning up our house consistently, when we're going to start learning about something, when we're going to start watching those videos, whatever. We are all always looking for that perfect place or that perfect time to start. There is no such thing as the perfect time to start. The perfect time to start was yesterday, and the next perfect time to start is today. It's as simple as that. And this was actually a video request from one of my subscribers and my dear friends who told me that she was always the type of person to search for that perfect time to start something. But that perfect time to start for you is whatever time you feel like you want to start doing something, or when you have that idea of doing something. For me, filming YouTube videos, there was never a perfect time to start. I wasn't in a position to start perfectly. I wasn't in a place where I was like, okay, I know I'm 100% sure that this will be the thing I want to do in life. But when you start doing that thing, then you're one step closer to finding out if that thing even is for you. And the way to discover what things are for you and what aren't is just by starting to do them and seeing where they take you. I know a lot of us are just trying to find our place in the world, and it can be a very scary idea to just one day step out of your home and just start doing the things you wanted to do. Start going to the library, or start going out more with your friends in cafes or restaurants or something, or start a new business, or start reading more books, or start these healthy habits. Now, here's a few things I've learned on my journey on how to start healthy habits and how to actually step away from that perfect place or that perfect time to start. If you feel like you want to do something and you're like, oh, I will start it once, I don't know, I finished my university studies, or once I finished high school, or once I get that perfect job and I have a very good schedule, I will be able to start working out according to that schedule. But you can already start today. You can already start implementing those little habits into your routine today. So once you actually arrive to that starting position, you're already a step ahead. That's what I want to talk about. I have also been the person to just think okay, I will start once things are perfect. I will start working out once this period in my life is over. One time I was in a relationship and it was not a very healthy one. And working out has always been such an important part of my personality, and it's just such a core part of me. I've done it ever since I was little. I went to dance classes, and then I was in a dance group. So I was okay, I've kind of lost this super important part of me by being in this relationship. And at times I wondered if once I broke up with this person, would I be able to have more time to do this habit that I want to do? And then I decided that instead of waiting or breaking up with this person or seeing if this person wants to do this thing with me, or instead of waiting for that perfect time, I was just okay, I'm going to start today. I'm going to start today and see if this person comes along with me on my fitness and health journey. I knew that this person was also very fond of working out, but they just had kind of lost that part of themselves within our relationship, and so had I. I didn't mind. I didn't blame them for the situation, because it's my own responsibility to continue those healthy habits, even if things are hard and even if things are difficult, and to start doing the things I love. So one day I just woke up and I incorporated working out into my morning routine. That way it's a simple habit and I can just start small. I can start small with a 15-minute workout. It's so much easier if you set attainable goals for yourself and if you just start doing those things. Listen, there will never be a perfect time. There's always going to be something. There's never a perfect time to break up with someone. There's never a perfect time to start studying something you love. There's never a perfect time to start doing the things you want to do. All you have is today. So all you really have is today, this present moment that we are in right now. You cannot go back to the past and you cannot go to the future because you can't see what it holds. So the perfect time to start is actually today. Every day you get to choose to start a little part of that habit. So I started working out when I was in a relationship every day for 15 minutes in the beginning. And at one point it evolved into an hour and a half workout. Can you imagine that? I started with just 15 minutes out of my day and it evolved into an hour and a half of me dedicating my own time to myself. More recently, I've also had things where I've been struggling to start because I didn't have enough time. Spending time with my friends and family was one thing I've always struggled with because when I'm living my own life, I'm very much in my own routine. But I knew in the bottom of my heart, this was something I really wanted to do. And you have to get clear on if it's something you really want to do. In the bottom of my heart, I knew this was something I really wanted to do. I knew this would benefit my well-being so much if I got to share my time with these people that I just agreed with myself, I'm going to take one day for them no matter what. I'm going to take one day out of my week where I spend time with my parents and my sister because I know that this will benefit me so much more. And I know this will be a healthy habit for me. And I know that I want to do this and I haven't been prioritizing it. So there was never a perfect time to start that habit of seeing them because you can always make plans with other people, other friends, your partner, whatever. But if you tell your partner that, look, this is an important thing for me and I want to spend time with my family every week. If they want, they can come along. If they don't want, then they don't have to come along because you're doing it for yourself ultimately. So there isn't a specific perfect time to start anything in life, I think. We all just have to find those little moments within our day, within our week, within our schedule, where we can start incorporating those healthy habits. That leads me to my second point. Start small. Start small. Make that habit achievable for yourself. It doesn't have to be this, oh, someday I'm going to, I don't know, learn about trading and crypto and I will take a whole day to start kind of learning it and getting into it. Like, no, it doesn't have to be like that. You can just make it a small daily habit. For example, today, instead of scrolling on my phone, I will put aside 15 minutes to just learn a little bit more about the topic I want. Or I will put aside 15 minutes to read a book. You most likely won't read a book within a whole day because then your brain won't be able to comprehend the knowledge you received from that book. So it's much more easier to just start with 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever feels comfortable for you to start that habit. And then it will create this momentum of you wanting to learn more. And once you finish that book, you will most likely want to read something else. And it will just create this whole beautiful journey for you within that space that you want to learn more about. If you want to learn more about, I don't know, making monetary investments, then you can start small and start learning about companies you'd like to invest in and look up companies every day, like just casually. You can make it as casual for you as you want because that's the most easiest way to actually start a good habit. There's never enough time to do a 3-hour research. Let's be honest, we're all human. We need to eat, sleep, do our daily routines that are not so much flexible. But what is flexible is the time you kind of spend around doing nothing and you're like, oh, I will start this habit someday. Or if you do have a fully packed schedule, then you can always try to arrange your schedule in a different way. Try to find one day out of the week where you take that 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be a big achievable goal. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to set yourself goals that you know you cannot achieve. It's so much more sensible to set yourself goals that you know are achievable for you, will create the new healthy habit, and will take you to the place you want. Because there's no fast track in getting to the place you want. With working out, for example, you cannot work out for 12 hours a day and expect good results, because your body needs rest. And the same with acquiring new knowledge. Your brain needs rest to comprehend the knowledge you've just learned. And with these kinds of healthy habits, or not even just healthy habits, maybe you just have a hobby you want to start. Maybe you want to start hanging out with your friends like I did, or your family like I did, and you just want to do something, but you've always been putting it off, then the perfect time to start doing that is today. Even if you can't spend the whole day with your family, you can say like, hey, I really want to prioritize you within my schedule. Can we meet for 2 hours this week? And those 2 hours will be so much more valuable than anything else in your life if that's something you genuinely want to do. Set achievable goals for yourself, because you know that in the end, there's no fast track to success in any area in life. There's no fast track to achieving something. Achievements come from taking small steps along the way. This leads me to my next point. Get clear on what it is that you exactly want to do. If your goal by reading a book is obtaining more knowledge about a specific area, it's much more easier for you to choose that genre of book and find out what books have people been saying are useful for them, or what books are popular, or what books might interest you. You don't have to choose the most popular one, but if you have that goal of obtaining more knowledge in a specific area and you start by reading books, then that might lead you to reading books, joining an online community, doing research about the book, finding people online who have read the book, reaching out to them or getting in touch with them, and then you kind of build that momentum in obtaining more knowledge about this area. And you might soon find that suddenly you have a lot of friends who know about this area more than you do, and then it's already like a part of you as a person, a part of who you are. And it all starts with setting that goal, doing those actions, and then just reaping the rewards, because you know you've taken those steps. I also used to be the kind of person who was like, oh, I'm waiting for the perfect time to start my YouTube channel. I'm waiting for the perfect time to start with social media. I'm waiting for the perfect time to do UGC videos for brands, whatever. I'm waiting for the perfect time because right now, I don't know if I have the time for it. I don't know if I'm prepared for it. In reality, you're never ready for something. That's the next point I would like to discuss about. You are never fully ready for anything. Us humans, no one is 100% perfect. There's no such thing. And that's what makes us so interesting, because we are all on this path to achieve this perfectness in our lives, when in reality, there's no such thing as being perfect. Like, you can't be perfect if you're a human, you know? And I think that's the beauty of it. Because if you set yourself up to too high of a standard and too high of a goal to achieve, then you're less likely to achieve that goal because it seems so daunting and scary and big. But if you set yourself a goal you want to achieve that's actually achievable through taking small action steps, then it's much more easy for you to achieve that. And you have to accept that we will all have failures within this road. You will fail so many times. You have to accept that you will fail. I failed in a lot of things in life, and I think most of us have, And that's what makes our lives so unique, because every failure is not a failure if you learn from it. A failure is only a true failure if you do not learn anything from it. If you fail and you say that, oh, well, it wasn't meant for me anyways, or like that's kind of life's way of saying I shouldn't be doing this, then you're already thinking about the situation wrong. You should be thinking about it in a way where you're like, okay, I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve, but here's the knowledge I gained from that experience. And I will take this knowledge and apply it to the next time I do the same thing. And that's how you start building that momentum. That's how you start building those habits. That's how you find out that there's never a perfect time to start. You just have to start. I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate every single one of you who came to listen. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like if you like this video, and leave a comment down below if there's anything you would want to hear more about. Love you, have a good day.